Hello, everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Oh, yeah. Alright, guys, welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews today. Look what we got here. Pliny the Elder. Guys, I've actually had this 2 times in my life. Both times it was sent to me. And this one was too. This comes from Brandon and Anthony. Guys, I don't know what else to tell you other than if you can get your hands, and you're a hophead, and you can get your hands on this and you've not tried it, somebody needs to slap your jaws. This is probably one of the top sought after, I'm going to call it IPA, but it's a double I, Imperial IPA, very similar to what you're going to get with a Stone and Joey By or a Heady Topper. Both of those would be in the top 5 list for me. Pliny, Heady Topper, there's a couple other, maybe Lawson's Sip of Sunshine. There's quite a few beers that would be on my list. I reviewed this. This was Beer Review 500 for me. First time I had it, and I was blown away. And it was Beer Review 1554. I reviewed it in 2014. This is the 2016 re-review of Pliny the Elder. I can't tell you what beer review number it's going to be because I'm a week or so ahead. But as soon as it comes up, when I opened up the package from Brandon and Anthony, and seeing there was 2 bottles of this in there, I was just, oh my God. And it still has a sticker on top of it. This is a $10 beer, one beer, and he sent me 2 of them. That's $20. So this is their Pliny the Elder, and it was bottled on April the 26th of 2016. So it's not quite a month old. I'm doing this on the 21st of May. So it's not quite a month old, so it still should be delicious. And I'm going to make sure I drink the other one in a very timely manner, probably within the next couple of days. But I wanted to re-review this for 2016. This is Pliny the Elder. It has a cult following, very limited edition. It's available in California around the brewery. They're out of Santa Rosa, California. And from what I hear, they do ship it to other places. I'm not sure. Philadelphia comes to mind, and maybe New York. But very hard to get your hands on. Like I said, it is a highly sought after beer. So, very thankful to Brandon and Anthony for picking me up a couple bottles and sending it to me so I can re-review it. And I'm damn sure going to re-review it. And especially since it's been 2014 since the last one. And Beer Review 500, how many years ago was that been? That was probably the 2nd year. That's been at least 4 years ago, maybe 5. I'm not real sure. But anyway, let's get on with this one. 8% is what it says here. Let's see if it's got it written on the bottle here. Yep, 8%. So that is correct. I don't, yeah, it says Rate Beer has 100 IBUs listed for this. It says Pliny the Elder was a Roman naturalist, scholar, historian, traveler, officer, and writer. Although not considered his most important work, Pliny and his contemporaries created the botanical name for hops Lupus selectoris, meaning wolf among shrubs, or scrubs. Hops at that time grew wild among willows, much like a wolf in the forest. Later, the current botanical name, Humulus lupus, was adopted. Pliny died in 79 AD while observing the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. He was immortalized by his nephew Pliny the Younger, who continued his uncle's legacy by documenting such of what he observed during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Pliny the Elder, the beer, is brewed with 40% more malt and over twice the amount of hops as compared to our already hoppy IPA. Food pairings for this beer, guys: a double, cuisine's barbecue, cheesy peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, your stronger cheeses, and the meat is game, grilled meat, and salmon. Glassware snifter tulip, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite glass today with one of my favorite beers. It would definitely be in my top 5, probably in the top 2. Between Heady Topper and this, probably my top 2 double IPAs, and I can't get my hands on either one of them unless somebody sends them to me. Such as it is. Says here can be sold for a long period on the proper dishes because it's an 8%er, but I would not do that. Drink this guy fresh, please. If you can get it, drink it within the first month, if not 2 months. Once it gets past 3 months, guys, the hops are going to fade and it's going to get more maltier and more maltier. So, without further ado, I'm anxious to get the cap off this puppy. It's been a couple years since I had one of these dudes. Not a big hiss, a very small hiss. And this is a bigger bottle. This is a 1.25 fluid ounces. So that's 510 milliliters. Wow, look at that pour. Not quite 2 fingers head, maybe a finger and 3/4. And looking at the beer, unless something that comes out of the bottom of the bottle when I pour the rest of it in the glass or share it, and it gets real cloudy, it looks like a filtered beer to me. And I'm smelling the hops from here. Wow, very clear, a lot of bubbles in there, nice orange tangerine color. Let's get a nose on it. Wow. Just as I remember. Pine, grapefruit, pineapple, tropical fruit notes, oranges, tangerines, mango. Very citrusy. A nice malt backbone to this. Wow. Your West Coast style IPA immortalized. This is basically, when I think of West Coast style IPA, this is what I think of. Pliny the Elder. Hoppy, grapefruity, pineapple-y, citrusy, tropical fruit notes. A nice, even, balanced malt backbone to go with all those hops. Wow. I'm drooling. It's time. Thank you, Brandon and Anthony. Cheers to both of you. That is so smooth. That is so balanced. A lot of times when you get these bigger beers like this, I get a lot of beers sent to me, or I try and review a lot of West Coast style, and a lot of East Coast brewers are doing this. And a lot of times they'll have that piney, grapefruity, pineapple-y taste, but it'll be too bitter, or too boozy, or too something. This is the perfect balance between the malt and the hops, and you still get all of that. The hops are not overpowering the malt. It is so smooth and easy drinking. And for 100 IBUs, it tastes like it's probably 70, guys. 65 or 70. It doesn't have that massive bitter back end that a lot of double IPAs have. This drinks like a single IPA, not a double. That is so well made. Golly. That is delicious. Wow. I love it. I really love it. The lacing is awesome, left on the glass to taste. And let me see. I don't know if I can get the rest of it in. I'm going to see if it clouds it up any. It does not. The last pour does not cloud it up any. So this is definitely a filtered beer, guys. And it is delicious. So well made. They figured out how to do this. They've been doing it for quite a while. and I don't know how often they do this beer. I'm sure it's a rotating schedule on this. That's what it says, rotating schedule. So they probably do it quite often. I imagine they have people clamoring for this. And if you can get by the brewery in Santa Rosa, I don't know, there are still limits. I think they have a limit of how many you can get. But I think you can get growlers of this. Plus they have the Pliny the Younger on tap there. That is not bottled to my knowledge, or if it is, it's something that's been done recently. So when I was out in California, I kicked myself for not going by this brewery. Like I told you, the couple that was with me when we went out there were Miller Lite drinkers, and they weren't interested in visiting a whole lot of craft breweries, so we won't make that mistake again. So let me sip on this and let her have a taste 2 or 3, and I know she probably, once I give it to her, won't want to give it back. She'll want to, you don't want any more of this, do you? Give me that back. Alright, I'll be right back, guys, and we'll see where this one ends up. Y'all pretty much know where it's going to fall. I do too. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sitting on about 35, 40 minutes or so. Very damn tasty. Awesomely well made beer. Perfect balance between malt and hops, and still to have that massive West Coast style without all the bitterness. Definitely, like I said, top 2 between this and Heady Topper are probably the 2 top sought after beers as far as double IPAs go. And nothing's changed. It's still pretty freaking awesome. Brandon and Anthony, thanks a bunch for rounding up those 2 that you sent me. We'll have the next one within the next couple of days, within the week anyway, so I have it nice and fresh. Thanks again for sending them to me. I know these are pricey beers, and guys that can get their hands on these, you're lucky. You're real lucky. Even though it's a pricey beer at $10 a pop, it's worth it. It is worth it. It's very nice. If I could buy these beers here, I would buy them. I would spend the money and indulge myself. So, very tasty, very well made, very West Coast style. A lot of hops, a lot of grapefruit, pine, and pineapple, and tropical fruit notes, mango, and apricots, and pears, and apples. It's got a lot going on. Very tasty. Final jug. Delicious. Awesomely well made beer. Got date on the bottle. Got the ABV on the bottle. Doesn't have the IBUs on it. I'm pretty sure of that. That would be the only thing that I think they would probably put it on there. But you probably wouldn't believe it. They said 100 IBUs on the bottle and you drank it. It doesn't taste like 100 IBUs. It's more like I said, a 65 or a 70. It doesn't have that massive bitterness on the back end. Very well balanced, very well made. 10 for me again, guys. This is the re-review of Pliny the Elder 2016 version. Just as awesome as it was the last 2 times I had it. So pick it up if you can get your hands on it, especially if you're a hophead. You won't be disappointed. You might be disappointed in the price, but you won't be disappointed in the product. So, very nice, very well made. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 100 world class, and over to Rate Beer, they say 100 overall, 100 in the style. 100, 100, 100. It's 100 across the board, guys. It's worth picking up, guys. Especially if you've never had it. If you've never had it, and you're a hophead, and you can get it, pick it up. You won't be disappointed. Very tasty. Probably one of the best made double IPAs out there. Definitely in the top 5 list, if not the top 2. So, let me know if you've had it. I love it. Thanks again, Brandon and Anthony, for sending it to me. Cheers, boys, men's, subscribers. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something out of the fridge. We'd be damn lucky if we can get one this good. We might. Let's go see. See you tomorrow.